Hello friends, welcome to Block Bytes. APhone is the first decentralized cloud smartphone with a mobile operating system that works with any device irrespective of its hardware configuration. Think of APhone as a virtual smartphone on a blockchain. It is virtual because it is not a physical device like Saga, but software that bundles all the functionality and hardware needed to run a top-notch Android device, and the blockchain is Solana. But how can you have hardware inside of a software? This is where the magic of virtualization comes in. APhone uses Ether's decentralized cloud and GPU network to create a virtual smartphone with massive processing power, huge storage space, and a high-performance GPU, all streamed directly to your physical device. So it does not matter what hardware resources your physical phone has or does not have. APhone will create a virtual replica of a high-performance Android phone and stream it onto your device. If this sounds too good to be true, it isn't. And you can try it out for a low price of just 0.0003 Sol tokens for a trial card. Let's start with understanding what problems APhone is trying to address. There are several problems that APhone attempts to address. Today, when you buy a new phone, you have to pay exorbitant prices if you buy it upfront. Or if you sign a new contract, you are locked into it for years. APhone addresses this problem by making smartphones cheap and removing any contractual lock-ins by traditional mobile companies. Imagine using a top-notch Android device with fantastic RAM and GPU specs on your 10-year-old Samsung or OnePlus One or OnePlus device only by paying a small fee. Privacy and security are also significant concerns today, with all our information sitting on vulnerable centralized servers. A decentralized cloud infrastructure provider like Ether ensures that your data is spread around different servers rather than centralized, eliminating single points of failure and strengthening privacy. Another problem current physical devices have is limited storage. With Ether, you now have access to limitless storage. Finally, APhone, being a Web3 product, wants to use its device to enable Web3 adoption. Hence, users can access Web3 apps like Uniswap, HiveMapper, OpenSea, and others. Okay, this sounds exciting. Imagine not needing to buy a phone anymore. Let's now learn about how to use APhone. On March 7th, APhone opened up its mainnet to the public. To gain access, 50,000 NFTs were made available to be minted for a price of 0.18 Sol. But all the NFTs have been minted. APhone plans to hold another round soon. Meanwhile, you can still try out APhone by getting an invitation code from their official Telegram or Discord server. However, to use your APhone, you would need to purchase a key that costs 0.003 Sol, which gives you a license to use your APhone for 7 days. Once you have purchased the device, as it is called, this is how it appears on your page. Click launch, and once connected, you get to this screen, which is your phone. That's it. So let's talk about the issues with APhone. First and foremost, availability. Every now and then the device would try to establish a connection and then fail with this message. Now, I would hate for this to happen when I really need to use my phone, but the good thing is that I could get in after several tries. But this does raise doubts about the availability of the service. The second message I received was this one. I could not understand what it meant, so I asked the official Telegram channel for help and was told to restart the device using this little button. Restarting the channel worked, but again, this raises another question about the availability of the service. Apart from availability, the next most significant problem is that of latency, resulting in a laggy user experience. The first time I experienced this was while scrolling through the apps on the home screen. The lag is quite prominent when scrolling through a web page. Although opening and closing of apps are snappy, navigating within apps is laggy, which is expected as everything is being rendered onto your physical device over the internet. Making actual phone calls is currently not possible on an APhone, but they will soon roll out a eSIM feature. Now, this is something interesting. Imagine having a phone number that can be used regardless of which part of the world you're in. Of course, it requires you to first be connected to your device, but nevertheless, having such a phone number will be a big plus for the app, especially since not all phones support eSIM. The last thing I tried was playing a game. Now, APhone is marketing gaming as one of its primary use cases, so I wanted to check it out for myself, and I was not impressed. Once again, the experience was laggy, the controls felt weird because of the lag, and I closed the game just minutes into it because of the horrible experience. So overall, if I had to rate my initial experience with APhone from 1 to 10, 10 being the best, I would give it a 3. Finally, let's talk about tokenomics. APhone has its own native token phone. A massive 210 billion phone tokens will be minted in phases over 4 to 5 years. The distribution of the tokens looks good. 85% will be distributed to the community and 15% to the core contributors. The token itself is both a governance and a utility token. Phone holders will have voting rights in the APhone DAO. The token will be used to fuel the ecosystem. If you are a dApp developer and want to participate in the APhone experience, you must pay in phone tokens. Apart from that, from the user perspective, the phone tokens will unlock a tiered set of privileges and customization options on the app. The token will eventually be released on the Solana blockchain. For more on tokenomics, you can read the talks available on their website. I like the idea of APhone. It's a noble goal to make expensive mobile experiences affordable for all. However, its execution leaves much to be desired. Its biggest bottlenecks are the availability and latency issues. These must be sorted before APhone sees the kind of adoption it should. Having a phone number that can work from anywhere in the world is a big plus. And we will have to see how this feature is rolled out and what kind of strings it is attached to. Personally, I think APhone is definitely worth trying. You can purchase a very inexpensive 7-day trial device and try it yourself. Having a trial device is also a perfect way to decide if you want to buy a yearly NFT when the team does a new airdrop. I hope you like this video. Do like and share, and I will see you next time with another fresh bite. Bye-bye.